everyone, how you doing? I'm Tintin57. Welcome back to the channel and Lawn Mowing Simulator. So, thanks everybody for watching the first look. I think it was pretty popular. I know a lot of you guys have seen that before because you're already playing the game. But just looking at the company here, I have done a couple of contracts since then. 3 actually. I'm also in the process of upgrading the garage as well, which I know means I get an extra bay, so I can buy a second mower if I've got the money to do so. So my net worth at the moment, 152,000. Current funds, £532. It's not a lot, is it? And I'm rank 5, newcomer rank 5. So I thought we'd just dive in and do a contract and see where we are. So let me just have a look what's on offer. So it looks like Coville Street is pretty popular with this company. We got one at 54 Coville Street. That's worth 430 quid, 200 RP value. That's a 3-star. We've also got a 3-star down the road at number 60. Just looking at the picture as well, that might be a bit more straightforward than that one. Let's have a look. £265 or that one. And the final one we've got today on offer is this one down at Jefferson Garden, Hilltop House, £410. That's actually 265 RP. That was 200. That was 200. Do you know what? I'm going to go for this one. 60 Coville Street. And we'll see how we get on with this. So let's assign ourselves to it first. There's still just me at the moment. And I've got the Stiga, which I started with, and the Night Pro 36p Strimmer as well. What does it say for this one? Cutting height 5.5 to 6.5 centimeters, fair enough, and the recommended cut time is 21 minutes. Do you know, they're quite challenging those, aren't they, those 21-minute things? I know you can go over, and if you go over you don't get the bonus, but on those other contracts I did, I was trying. I think one of them I got under. I think the second one I was just under. There's one I didn't get it, but I was just over. But they can be quite tricky, you know, as a beginner. Obviously, the more you do, the more you get used to it. But let's give this one a go. So let's start. Ooh, it's a very upmarket area of town, isn't it? Looks nice. This is the garden. We've got a few shapes to get around. We've got another black Porsche there on the front. So are we doing the front and the back then? That looks like. Let me know as well in the comments when you've watched this what the sound's like. I have turned the sound of the mower down a little bit so you can hear me a bit better than in the first look. Right, so we've got to run around and get the objects. There's one. Didn't see any others there in the front garden. Well, let's take a look here. There's another. We've got 2 more somewhere. There's one. There's another. So that's all that done. I tell you what, the graphics though, I mean, there is some popping in. You know, a few of you have commented to me at the end of the first look that there is some scenery popping in. You see there, and look in that corner, you see the bushes are coming in and out there. And some of you said that's quite distracting. That might be something that they can tweak. I might ask them about that. A similar thing was happening on the Tourist Bus, wasn't it? If you've been following Tourist Bus on the channel. In the first couple of days there was quite a bit of popping in and out as we were driving down the road, but that seemed to get fixed. So this might be a similar thing. We'll ask them about that. Hold square to start the engine. Then we need to get the throttle going. Now, shall we start at the front or the back? I think we'll start at the front. Just looking down in the bottom left hand side there, I can see the blade condition there. Engine is okay. Vehicle condition's okay. Blade condition needs some work. Now, what was it? It was 5.5 to 6.5 cutting height. So I don't know where to start on this one, I'll tell you. Actually, you know what, it might be better to start over near the Porsche. This is all eating into my time, you see. That's the other thing. But I want to try and get a proper job. Yeah, don't want to go near that Porsche. Right. So, there is the... Let's do 6. The blades are down. Let's make a start. We can trim this next to this wall once we've finished. So let's just take it steady and easy. It was 21 minutes, I think, wasn't it, to finish this one? So we'll see what we can do. And you know what? My theory of starting over near the Porsche was just terrible. Because of the shape of this lawn. I might as well just do it this way. I think we're going to come back and have a really good job with the strimmer though. It's a nice street this though, isn't it? Look at this. Plenty of traffic. The ambient noise is brilliant. There are dogs barking, birds tweeting. This is all adding to the general appeal of this game for me. You know, you can hear road noise, and it's kind of like, it's difficult to describe. The ambient noise is, there's some sort of in the foreground, and there's some distant ambient noise, if that makes sense. You can hear some of the car engines, and they're in the distance, they're not right next to us. Same with the dogs barking. So I love how they've done that, to be honest. I need to watch these flowers. Yeah, we're going to have to really come back with this strimmer. So we've not done this on a live stream yet. Spirit of Steam has kind of taken over a lot of this week's schedule. But we will be doing it soon. So make sure you're subscribed. And make sure you've hit the bell so that you know when we go live. We're on our way to that 1,000 subs. Not far to go now at all. So thank you to everybody that is subbing to the channel. I do appreciate that. And thank you for the suggestion of this game. Because not only am I playing this, I've got other members of the household who've seen me playing it and are now playing it themselves. So actually getting on the PS5 is becoming a bit of a challenge. So they've got their own account set up now on my PS5 just to play this. So that's the kind of appeal, isn't it, this game has got. People are seeing it and thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind a go at that. Now can I get this way? Yes, I can. So let's tackle this beast. Helps if I put the blades back down, doesn't it? I'm just going to roughly go around this edge, and we'll come back with that strimmer. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? I got all out of shape then. We got beehives at the back here. Need to watch we don't get stung. Some sunflowers there. There's the old chopper bicycle there from the 70s. Do you know the reason I say that? My mum had a chopper. Now if you're from the UK you'll know what one of those is. And it was kind of like a pretty cool bike back in the 60s and whatnot. And she had one of those, and when I was a kid, it was just like that, leaning against the wall in the garden, rusting. And you know, if I'd have known what I know now about the price of them, I'd have told her to shove it in the garage. We'd have made a fortune now out of that. An original one. I think they did relaunch it actually, but a relaunch isn't worth anything like the real thing. Anyway, I digress. We're talking about bikes now. That's what this game's doing to me though. It's thought-provoking. As I'm going round, I'm cutting the grass, but I'm also thinking about other things. And that's what happens when something puts your mind at rest enough, doesn't it? So, what are we? 24%. We've still got quite a way to go. We've got a few flower beds to get round as well. And as you've noticed, I'm not the neatest yet. You guys are probably watching this, you experienced guys are watching this going, what is he doing? Why is he doing that shit? And the other thing you guys can tell me actually, as I'm doing this, is, you know, looking at where I am now, where the grass needs to be cut, how far over to that right wheel can I go? So do I need to be in the middle, like this? Or can I be over next to the right wheel? Where is the blade at the front? Is it the black bar? Is that black bar there at the front a bumper, or is that the actual blade? Let me know, because I'm not quite sure yet whether I'm doing myself an injustice by keeping the line of the grass down the middle, as you can see I'm doing now. That's what I'm currently doing. But that might not be the right way to go. But hopefully sound is better this time and you can hear me perfectly well over the top of the mower. I was just trying to get a balance. I've got everything down to 5, I think, in the settings. I recorded the first look, and when I played it back and I was editing it, I thought, oops, it could be slightly loud, even though I turned it down to about 7. But none of you've said anything, so I'm assuming it wasn't too bad and you still got the general gist of what I was saying, which is good. Because I didn't want to re-record it, it wouldn't have been a true first look. So we're at around 38%. Like I said at the beginning, we're going to have a good job to do with the strimmer, because in the corners have not been very neat at all, and all along that wall just there we'll need to do a job. I can't tell you just how relaxing this is. I mean, Train Sim World to me is very relaxing. Well, some of the routes are. Some of the routes are busy. There's a lot you need to do. But this is just perfect. I mean, listen to that bird song. And I'm assuming that's real bird song as well, that's being recorded. Either way, it sounds pretty good. And we're making short work of this actually now, 52%. I always have to come back and get these corners where I turn a bend. There's generally a few toughs left there. But I've said a few times to you viewers in the comments from the first look that first look, I intended that first look to be no more than about 25 minutes. Because the first look really should be short and sweet, shouldn't it? You know, jump into it, you know, have a look, give your first impressions, what you think, and yeah, about 25 minutes. And we went on for nearly an hour. And as I said in the video, the reason was because I had absolutely no idea how long I'd spent. I just started recording and did the first tutorial. Thought, oh, we'll do a quick mission. And when I think about it now, the first contract that we did, that alone was 26 minutes. So I hope you still enjoyed it. But it certainly wasn't my intention to do it that long. But again, that is how absorbed I got in the game. And if you think about it, if you're watching in the UK, this game for the PS5 is just under 16 quid. Now, if you think about what you can buy, especially right now with the prices, what you can buy for 16 quid, how much entertainment can you get for 16 quid? This will keep you busy for hours and hours on end. And I've not even really got into it yet. So if you're considering getting this, just watch a couple more of these videos. We will be doing a live stream, as I said. And come and join in. And then consider picking it up, because it's well worth it. There are some DLCs coming as well for this. If you ever look on Amazon, there is a special edition coming up, which seems to include all the DLCs, which haven't been released yet for the PlayStation, but they must be imminent, because you can buy this boxed PS5 version with those in. So there's going to be more and more expansions, and that's really nice. So we're looking forward to that too. But for now, I want to get into this main game and crack some of these lawns we've got. Now this is Coville Road, and we've already got 2 contracts down Coville Road, so you never know, word might spread. Unless I completely mess this up, of course. Word might spread, we might get a few jobs down here. I mean, so far, I don't think I've hit any flowers for this time yet. And what are we on? We're coming up to 13 minutes out of the target of 21. We will have a bit of strimming. I think that's inevitable where you've got these curves. Oh, the other thing I did as well as those 3 contracts I've already done, I unlocked the first couple of challenges. So I had to go at the first challenge, and I'm assuming the first challenge is meant to be fairly straightforward, but it actually took me quite a while to do that one. And it was one where you had, I think it was 17% fuel left in the mower, and you had to get the job done without running out of fuel, which was fine. But the problem I had, I've been used to this one. This is the basic mower. The one that I actually had in that challenge, and I'm going to have to apologise because I don't know the name of it, because I don't know them yet that well, but it had rear steering, which really threw me to begin with until I got used to it. The steering from the rear, it's not as easy as you think to a beginner, but I got through that job no problem in the end, which was lucky. I was confused at first because it said you got 17% fuel. I kept getting the warning saying, you know, you're going to run out, and I kept thinking all the way through the challenge, do I have to do all of it while I'm sat on the mower, or can I still use the strimmer for the bits that I've missed? So I obviously did the bulk of it with the mower. I got out and I thought I'm going to try the strimmer anyway, but it was fine. So the strimmer was permitted, and I did get through the challenge, but it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be perfectly honest with you. But we're on 96% here. I'm really enjoying this job. This one's been a nice one. And although it said 21 minutes as a target time, I'm not really that bothered if I go over it. Not until I get pro at this. I mean, the customer wants the job doing properly. I mean, I've made a right pig's ear of this. I mean, look at this. I've not got smooth lines going on. Let's just see where we are. Right, there's a little bit there, which we'll do on the way to getting the strimmer. There's also a bit here in this corner. Right, so we've got just under 3% to do with the strimmer, so let's get this back. We'll lift the blades up. Now the other thing is that I'm not going to do it this time because it takes up time, but I don't know whether or not you're meant to empty the box at the back every single time, or just if it fills and you need more space, because that's happened a few times. I'm not going to do it this time, but I wonder if I'll get a penalty. Let's see. It's all just learning experience. So let's jump off. Need to hold circle for that. Keep just pressing it. Let's get the strimmer. Let's get down to business. We got just over 3 minutes left. But there's big swathes of green here that I can see that we missed. I think it's sometimes easier with this strimmer if you do leave big chunks, because when you come back, if you're not using the what I'm calling the eagle eye view, then it's easier to see it. So already we're at 97.6. So let's clean all this up. I'm going to watch out for the Porsche. So let's take this bit out. .8. All around these flower beds, of course, we've got plenty to do. Can I do this without hitting the pretty flowers? Oh, that one was close, wasn't it? That was very close. Sometimes they tease you, don't they? They do that. They wobble backwards, but they don't actually break. Right, let's just while we hit. I can see some clumps over there actually. It's not bad though. Little bits here and there. Let's just double check. It's little tiny bits. But you know what? We've got plenty in the back, so let's go to the back. This might help us get that percentage. 98%. Can be tricky to get the right angle with this actually. There's quite a big section here where I didn't even bother going into this corner. Didn't see the point really. What are we on? 98.3. Whether we'll meet that time, not sure. It's going to be difficult to get to 21 minutes. We won't be far away though. Oh, just there you go. Bit over eager. There's the first flower gone, so I didn't manage to do it. Can be a bit sensitive, can't it, when you're using this? You can push it slightly forwards and it'll go all the way in. So now we've done that, we don't have to be as careful. And we're on 98.6, so we're not doing bad. Got Alison Neal's bush there. Here's the chopper. Yeah, there's plenty in this corner to do. So we'll do these edges first, and then we'll come back to pick up anything else. There's 21 minutes just gone, and we're around 1% away from the target. So we haven't done too badly. Where else have we got? It's these sections again where I've come round the corner and not got the turning angle right, and it's just left little bits. You can see it again right here. Because I've left big clumps, I've not really had to use the eagle eye thing yet. I'm going to have to get the correct terminology. I know what is it. Let's have a look. What's it called? Does it say here? Doesn't say what it's called. You know what I mean when I say eagle eye. I'm not talking about the old action man in the 70s where he had his eagle eye that moved left to right. .4. Oh, there we go. Look at that, 22.01. That's not bad at all, that is it? Not bad at all. Right, so let's get that back on there. You know what we'll do? We'll fill the fuel up while we're here. It's ready for the next job then, isn't it? Likewise, it's only £1.53, so let's do it. That's good. Right, we can leave the area. There's our grass, it's looking good. That was a really enjoyable job. Let's take a look and see how we did. So, the value was £245 and 200 RP, which is what we said at the beginning. So we got a few bonuses, £6.22 for the ground check bonus, £20 for the ground check earnings. That was quite nice. We didn't get any bonus for the cutting time because we went over, but we did get some fines, which was only £1.51. Unfortunately, a flower destroyed, which is the one thing I was gonna try not to do this time. And there was also a collision, maybe two collisions, and then the vehicle maintenance at the end was just us topping up the fuel, ready for next time, really. So we didn't do too bad. Let's just click next. I got a trophy actually there. I've got a weekly report, so I must have completed the first week. I've not seen this before. But the bad news is we got a loss in the first week. So being as we're running this as a business, we're going to have to look at that and get that back on track. But I think the weekly loss is probably because it's because of the vehicle purchase. We're not going to buy a vehicle every week. We're also not going to upgrade our building every week. So if you consider that, this should be pretty much a one-off unless I start getting lots of loans and screwing everything up. But I was quite happy with that, and that was a really good job. And thank you for jumping in and watching this with me. And I hope you're enjoying this series. We will get onto the live stream soon, so don't forget, please do, first of all, leave me a like, because that really helps. Also, click the subscribe button. That also really helps on the way to 1K. And hit the notification bell, and then you'll know exactly when we go live next time. Until then, take care everybody, all the best. See you next time.